Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade, The Final Nights. Now, in the last episode, I made a very stupid comment, and I said that Bloodlines came out at the same time as Half-Life 1, which is obviously not true, because I'm pretty sure that came out in the 90s. But Half-Life 2 is what I meant to say. That was the thing that came out at the same time as Bloodlines, and everything else I said, I'm pretty sure is true. That's the reason the jabs at Valve are there. But yeah, no, it was not Half-Life 1. Don't really know why I went with that. But anyway, we're done with the fucking Warrens finally. And I realize we have a bunch of side quests that I haven't caught up on, and we will, don't worry, that is something that we are going to do. However, first, I would actually really like to take a look at Chinatown, because unpopular opinion, but I actually really like Chinatown. It's a bit of a weird one for a lot of people, because sorry, let's just get there first. It's kind of a weird one for a lot of people because it's both kind of where the game starts running out of roleplay stuff, at least in the base game, and also it's really strongly associated with, obviously, the Kuei Jin, which is... we've talked about them a little bit, and I promised I would get back to them. But yeah, no, the Kuei Jin are... pretty integral to this game's plot, and I feel like that's both a good and bad thing. Okay, so to explain that, for those of you who don't know what a Kuei Jin is, we've encountered them a couple times during the game. The guy in Foxy Boxes was one, and by the way, sorry, I'm just looking for someone to eat if I can. If I can find someone. Wow, really? But yeah, the, basically what the Kuei Jin are like, they're meant to be like, representative of, like, Chinese, Japanese, and, like, fuck's sake, really? Well, I got greedy there a bit. Yeah, like, Chinese, Japanese, and, like, Southeast Asian vampire myths, which I think are really cool, because, as I've mentioned, I come from Singapore, so I heard a lot of this sort of stuff when I was young, and it was really, you know, interesting. But I guess the way it's implemented is kind of stupid and dated and cringy, so, oh, fuck. Wow, instantly, okay. Wonder if I can kill you. Yeah, well, she's being very cooperative about it. I appreciate that. Oh god. Okay, you know what? we're in the streets of Chinatown. A bit of katana violence surely, you know, never, wouldn't raise, too much of an eyebrow. Let's just get rid of this shit. We're off to a brilliant start here in Chinatown, aren't we? Thank you. Ooh. That's neat. Let's hide in the sewers until the cops get off our trail. Then we'll go meet Ming Zhao. So yeah, in the context of Vampire the Masquerade, Kuei Jin are they're like a different species of vampire, right? So, they don't, like, bite people and sire them like Kindred do. They instead, kind of rise spontaneously if they've been, like, bad enough people in life. It already starts getting a bit vague, but basically the idea is they're people who went to hell and escaped, and then I think they, like, possess either their own bodies or the bodies of or whatever's nearby, basically, and they get, like, a chance to redeem themselves. I'm butchering this, but, like, this is essentially the basic gist of it. And, like, they don't really have clans so much as they have, like, philosophical groupings. Let's just go with meeting Ming Zhao. Um, yeah, they have philosophical groupings rather than clans, right? So rather than like you're sired into the Ventru clan or like the Nosferatu clan, right? You start out as like a generic Kuei Jin, basically, and you become and like based on what philosophy you want to pursue redemption through, you what is it? You get like your powers and weaknesses and abilities and stuff like that. But theoretically, it can be changed. I'm pretty sure you can change your dharma, so it's a bit less restrictive. But anyway, yeah, Kuei Jin and Kindred don't get along at all. So let's talk to Ming Zhao about it and see how we can bring her about to the glory of Set.
Welcome, Kindred. And thank you for respecting our traditions by announcing your presence in our domain. I am Ming Zhao, High Priestess to the people of Chinatown. Can I get you anything? Tea, perhaps?
No tea, thank you.
Ah, that is right. Your kind drinks solely of mortal blood, correct? No longer may you partake in the simple pleasures of the mortal realm. A shame.
Nah, it's more like, we only drink the best, thank you. My kind? What exactly is your kind?
We are called the Kuei Jin, though you may know us as Eastern vampires. It is a grave misnomer, I can assure you.
Yeah. By the way, she lies a lot in this. Are you the leader of these Kuei Jin?
In a sense, yes. You may think of me as the Baron of Chinatown, to borrow from your course, Cainite language.
I'm not a Cain. I'm not a Cainite. Let me get this straight. You're a vampire, correct?
We are supernatural. That does not mean we are like yourself. We are beings returned through the second breath for a purpose.
Come on, you're saying we're nothing alike?
We share superficial similarities. Kuei Jin feed on essences that can be found in blood, yes. But as we refine our existence, rarely are we lowered to consume the bodily fluids of others.
That's bullshit. Super quick, yeah, no, they feed on blood until they become, like, the equivalent of elders. Oh, so I'm some lowly, blood-licking dog, then?
Oh no, dear Kindred. You misunderstand me. I mean no disrespect.
I mean, I kinda deserve it after I just broke the Masquerade in Chinatown. Alright, so as a mortal you chose to become supernatural? They don't, by the way.
No, we do not choose, but events of our lives can awaken dark spiritual energies. We are not born of the whims of another as the Kindred are.
No, that's not true. I mean, they are, but they are definitely born at the whims of another. So why are some chosen to become supernatural?
The reasons are as numerous as the Kuei Jin themselves. Each is reborn with a purpose that they must find. Once their path is evident, they must seek to fulfill it, even if it takes eternity.
Alright. Alright, let's... Oh, actually, wait, I want one bit of dialogue from this. Sounds about as much of a curse as the embrace of Cain. Nothing like the blessing of Set, which is what I have, thank you.
On the contrary, it is another chance for us to find our place in the universe. A chance for transcendence. We are not damned, not burdened with an ancient guilt, as in the legend of your biblical progenitor.
So yeah, that's wrong. They are absolutely damned, and they are burdened by an ancient guilt. Speaking of legends, have you heard of the Ankaran sarcophagus?
Of course. The entire city is alight with news of its arrival and speculation about one of your ancient vampire grandfathers and his evil apocalyptic plot.
I know, sounds like bullshit too. Alright, I take it you don't believe in that?
Kuei Jin do not share your history, nor do we share in your false prophecies.
Alright. Oh shit, I get the Malkavian answer, that's awesome. Oh, so okay, we're bringing up the Yama Kings. They are essentially the demon lords that are hunting the Kuei Jin because they escaped from hell. False then, also the shadow of the Yama Kings.
You would do well not to speak of such things, madman. The Yama Kings are no child's ghost story.
Yeah, I bet. Hail the coming of the Demon Emperor Set.
The sixth age has not yet come.
Oh,
let us talk of
you
something
quaking
else.
in your boots? You scared of Mikaboshi?
We seek it, of course. I have 2 of my best agents looking. It could be a powerful bargaining
I'm so
tool.
glad we got that voice line. That's really neat. 2. Okay, I have more questions.
What can I help you with?
We'll meet her agents later. I'm looking for a missing Nosferatu.
So, the great Nosferatu have lost an agent, have they? It was not by my hand, if that's what they think.
Do you have any idea where he could be?
I don't know where he is. Perhaps you should speak with Wong Ho about this.
Who is Wong Ho?
Wong Ho owns the Red Dragon restaurant. He's a prominent businessman who has garnered much respect among his people. If something is amiss in Chinatown, he may know how to help you.
Alright, I'll head down to the Red Dragon.
I grant you permission to operate in the Kuei-jin domain. For now. May you find your path, kindred.
Thanks. So yeah, if you haven't gathered by that conversation, she's a bit of a bitch. Though it's definitely keeping in with like how the Kuei-jin view kindred, because it's kind of an interesting thing, right? They, like she said, they feed on chi, which is like life energy, and essentially the... Oh shit, did this just crash? Oh, good. Let's just save that game and make sure that doesn't happen. So, yeah, like, they feed on chi, which is, like, just life energy, right? And they can get it from... When they first rise out of the ground, they have to eat, like, flesh, like human flesh. And if they... And, yeah, once they progress, they can get up to blood. And at a certain point, they can, like, feed off people's breath, which is, like, a very, like, Chinese vampire sort of thing. Which, again, I think all these things are really cool. Now, I wanted to come in here because this guy's absolutely my favorite seller guy in this game. He's fantastic.
Hi! Welcome to Sang's Herbal Remedies. I am Sang. How may I assist you?
You don't seem like the type to be selling herbal remedies, my man.
Selling remedies is honest work. I came to America after discharge from Chinese herbal remedies forces to help aging parents restore. Definitely, I am now American citizen. God bless the Allegiance flag.
This guy's great. Come on, I know you were in the military. Know anything about guns?
Chinese invented gunpowder. Yes, I know guns.
Then why are you holding out on me, bro?
Hold on, please. These are good remedies for many problems. No credit cards.
A lot of sick people in this city. I may need a few. Oh, man, that's great. Oh, that's snake skin. I want it, but it's so expensive, and this mod gives no fucking money. But yeah, that guy's great. I really like him. He's I don't know. I've heard him be. We don't really need both of these, do we? Like, I've heard him called, like, insensitive, but I don't know. I think he's... I think what's funny about him is that he's, like, clearly, you know, a clearly, like, an arms dealer, or, you know, something like that, and he's not very good at hiding it, and that's I think, is funny, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Alright, so let's go to the Red Dragon and check out this Wong Ho fella. So yeah, like, hello. What's this glowing thing? Oh, it's the button, okay. Alright, so there's a lot of... The reason I like Chinatown is there's, like, a lot of really, like, weird, fun, quests, and it has, like, a very dreamlike atmosphere.
I'm sorry. Dinner service stopped a little while ago, but our lounge is still open.
I'm here to see Wong Ho. Ming Zhao sent me.
I'll get the elevator.
Thank you.
Second floor, have a good night.
Will do. Now, I'm pretty sure she has some pretty funny conversations that go on in the background, but it's kind of luck of the draw if we hear them. So yeah, like, I like the concept of Kuei-jin, because I always like the idea of what's the word? I like the idea of like radically different species. Are we not going up? Come on. Sort of like
hello. Hey, baby.
Radically different kinds of vampires, kind of inhabiting the same like mythological setting. If I can say that without sounding too up my ass. What's in here? I've never gone in here before. Huh. Wong Ho's got a nice office. Damn. Alright, let's talk to Wong Ho. See what he has to say.
They took her. They took her.
Who did they take?
Kiki, my daughter. They grabbed her. They called and said, Wong Ho has meddled with Tong for the last time.
Huh. Yeah. I've got problems of my own. This might not be the best time, but Ming Zhao sent me to talk with you.
Ming Zhao? Oh, of course. Please forgive me, but as you can see, I am in a most terrible situation. I am Wong Ho, owner of the Red Dragon. Again, I apologize for my inconsiderate behavior.
I'll try to overlook it this time. I'm sorry, I just love the asshole responses. They're just really funny. Okay, no problem. What's going on here, Wong Ho?
The Tong, a local street gang here in Chinatown, just broke into my restaurant and kidnapped my daughter at gunpoint. The Tong grow more bold every day, and now they have my Kiki.
Sounds like a problem for Set. Why would the Tong want your daughter?
I am a man of some prominence here in Chinatown. I have many allies, but there are also many who would like to see my demise. The Tong have chosen the coward's path, using my daughter as leverage against me.
The drama of a restaurant owner. Alright, so... all of this is really interesting, but I have some business of my own.
Yes, I am very anxious to help you in any way that I can, but as you can see, my daughter, nothing else matters until Kiki is returned to me. I mean no disrespect to either you or Ming Zhao, but I cannot help you until this business is resolved.
Yeah, it really sounds like Ming Zhao has a, what's the word? Is really running a tight ship. Alright. I understand. Do you know where the Tong have taken her?
No. The Tong have many... wait. Please excuse me a moment. Hello. Zhao. Huh? Yes. How did you... Of course. I see. Thank you, my friend. Your debt has been repaid 1,000 times over. Yes. Of course. Goodbye.
That didn't sound like the Tong.
That was someone who owed me an old debt. It has been repaid. I know where the Tong are keeping my daughter.
All right.
Kiki is being held at the Lotus Blossom, a massage parlor here in Chinatown. If you bring her back to me, I will help you in any way that I can.
All right. Fine, but then we get down to business.
Thank you. I shall wait here until you return. Strike fast. The Tong will not be expecting anyone so soon. Good luck, my friend.
All right, and don't forget, you owe your good fortune to Set. Or the Demon Emperor, as I suppose he's called in this land. So yeah, I like the idea of the Kuei-jin, but the way they're implemented, I think, is a little bit silly. For a start, as I think we've gone over, their name, I don't believe is accurate in either Chinese or Japanese, which, already is a bit of a problem. Another thing is, the way they're created is extremely vague. And what I mean by that is, like, it's kind of implied, and we're gonna raise, I think, stamina, because everything just hurts way more in this mod, actually. Oh, we're still saving up, okay. But yeah, like, the way they come about is very vague. We're going to the Lotus Blossom, aren't we? Oh, nope. Is that not it? No, it isn't. It's the one in the corner. But yeah. So, how they're created, essentially, is... it's kind of vague. I think you have to be born... Or no, not born, sorry. It's like, you have to die, and you have to be in a place that is Asian. I don't know what that specifically means. Jesus fucking Christ, these guys. Everyone just has the best guns. Every single person in this game has, like, the best guns. And I'm just gonna use this, I'm just gonna use, my katana here because it's just, I don't know, it just feels more efficient. So, yeah, how they come about is really vague, and, like, that's part of the reason... What?! I'm in the middle of a fucking gunfight with gangsters. I didn't even kill anyone. Jesus. Who even saw me do that? Come on. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, like, that's kind of... in the books, it's kind of explained that, like, Chinatowns in different places count, which is why, Kuei-jin can occur in Western countries. It's really dumb. Like, the idea... That part, I think, needs a whole rework, because there's a whole thing of vampire myths, right? That are basically people who are cursed to become vampires on death. Jesus Christ, these guys. These guys are actually quite tough. Fuck, I hope I don't die. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of, mythological sort of, precedent for, like, spontaneously occurring vampires. Even in... Fuck me! Christ. I probably should have just stunned him there. But yeah. Like, even Romania has them. Like, the Strigoi legends often would have, you know, bad people coming back as vampire. So, like, if you wanted to do, I think Kuei-jin should be, like, a subset of this different type of vampire that reanimates, that is sort of self-embracing, if you will. Alright, let's get in here. Okay, I don't even know if blood buff. Like, okay, I'm actually very curious now. Is this a case of, like, you just can't progress the main storyline unless you have lockpicking up to 7? Because that's a bit nuts. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I can just put up blood buff, but you see, I feel like I'm wasting points because I'm getting very little XP. So, okay, that should put us up to... I think that puts us up to 2, right? Maybe? Probably wasn't even worth it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hurrah. Well, let's talk to Kiki for a bit.
You son of a bitch! I can't breathe in here!
Yeah, that's why I'm letting you out.
What? Aren't you a little tall for a tongue?
What?
Tall. You know, like, not short. Jesus. All you thugs are the same. Stupid, stupid, and stupid.
Huh. Man, the mouth on you. Are you Wong Ho's kid?
Yeah, I'm Kiki. Who the hell are you? The Tong Welcoming Committee?
Your old man sent me to bust your ass out of here.
Oh, I'm so impressed. What? Like you want me to thank you or something? In your dreams, asshole.
Keep talking like that and I'll shove your ass back in that closet.
Okay. Man, you don't have to get all sensitive. I'm sorry, okay?
That's better. Let's go. Alright. Now, is this a goddamn... Yes, it is. Naturally, an escort mission. So as you can tell, Chinatown, a bit more combat-heavy than the other parts. Let's skedaddle on out of here. Hey, don't mind us, just rescuing this lady from gangsters. Average night in Chinatown. So yeah, that's kind of how I think. If you're gonna include Kuei-jin in the game, it can't be like it's like a thing specific to China or Japan or Asia. Like that's just a bit weird. Like I think it should be a universal phenomenon that's like sort of extends to different cultures. All right, let's go talk to Wong Ho, and he should be appropriately grateful. Because Set has delivered thine foul-mouthed spawn back to you, puny mortal. And now you will...
Was there something else?
Help me find...
Second floor, have a good night.
That Nosferatu, which will help me find the sarcophagus. Hopefully. Please? Alright, in we go. Come on. But yeah, that's just my big rant about Kuei-jin. Again, I think they're pretty cool. I've run a game where everyone played Kuei-jin just for the fun of it, and they have some funky-ass powers. Like, very anime shit, but they tend to cost way more than Kindred stuff.
Welcome, my friend. I owe you a debt of gratitude. You have returned to me my greatest treasure. Kiki told me how you rescued her. You are a man of great courage and honor.
Thank you. I would really love to take that compliment, but it's hard to, it's hard to ignore that he considers Kiki his greatest treasure. Alright. Least I could do. Now, can you help me?
Of course. What can I help you with?
I'm looking for someone who's gone missing in Chinatown.
Who is this person?
His name's Barabbas. He's a business associate. Technically true.
What else can you tell me about him?
He works in surveillance technology, computer geek.
I see. I do not think I could find him for you, but I know someone who could.
Of course you do. Cool. Where do I find this person?
His name is Zhao. He is the man who called me and told me where Kiki was being held. Zhao has many connections. He owns an import-export warehouse in Chinatown. Go and see him there. I will call ahead and tell him to expect you.
Alright, well, let's get his perspective on some of Chinatown.
What would you like to know?
Tell me of the Temple of Golden Virtue.
The Temple of Golden Virtue has been here in Chinatown for a long, long time. Even before I was born. For many years it was old and forgotten, but Ming Zhao bought it and restored it to its former glory.
Huh, neat. Tell me a bit about Ming Zhao.
Ming Zhao holds our culture and our traditions in very high regard. The temple is a symbol of our strength as a people. It brings hope to the community.
Alright, well, I need to go. Have you ever been inside, though?
No. Ming Zhao receives her visitors in an antechamber, but no one is allowed to enter the temple itself. She tells me that it is a holy place and that it needs to be left undisturbed.
Convenient answer. Alright, I'm out of here. Thank you. Alright, so that's probably our first hint that the Kuei-jin are not quite as saintly as Ming Zhao portrays them to be. And I think that's sort of the main thing that makes me like them in this game. They're not portrayed as being these, like, high and mighty, enlightened people, even though that's what they say they are. Can we please go fucking down? Thank you. Yeah, they're not actually this, like, enlightened sort of high and mighty people. They're just as scheming, just as untrustworthy. Frankly, probably more than Kindred, because, like, by definition, Kuei-jin had to be bad people to, you know, go to the Thousand Hells. Also, let's talk to this creepy old man.
There is something in this store for everybody.
Fascinating.
Everyone gets what they deserve.
A keychain with a map of California or a cheap plastic Buddha? You're one weird old goat, aren't you?
I'm reminded of a story. A thief named Lin was asked to steal an emerald for the head of his gang. The gem belonged to a man in a Hong Kong triad. Most would refuse this danger, but Lin was anxious to do it, and indeed he did.
Uh-huh.
When Lin returned, he did not want to part with the emerald he stole. He felt that the trouble he went through to take it made his ownership legitimate. The man who hired him did not feel the same way, nor did the man he stole it from.
No shit.
Do you know what happened to Lin?
He sold the emerald, made a lot of money, and bought a network.
No. Lin was caught. One man has his gem back, but Lin's employer has nothing. I'd heard this tale from him when he visited my store. Sadly, I had nothing to sell him.
I love this response. Damn it, why the hell does everyone tell me all this useless shit?
My mistake. I thought it was a tale you might be interested in. Please let me know if anything catches the eyes.
Well, were you going somewhere with that pointless story?
Lin's eyes wanted more than his hands could keep. Ambitious eyes are, sadly, not for sale here at the moment. Though I do have a buyer interested. Do you know when the next eye harvest is, by chance?
I left my farmer's almanac in my other pants, sorry.
Lin's body is being kept in the freezer in the back of a local noodle shop, I hear. There are people there who want him intact. But I think his eyes would fill my shelf nicely if they were to wander in. Eye gouge hell, a fitting punishment for Lin.
Let's see. That's sick. I'll get him.
I knew you would. What other reason to waste words on the ill-fated?
Alright, what's your story?
How rude of me not to introduce myself. You may call me Mr. Ox. This is my shop. Do you find it interesting? There are no two like it on the road to hell.
You sell weapons?
I sell things many would find cruel. But weapons? No.
Alright, I'm looking for someone. Real ugly, snooping type. Seen anyone like that?
No.
Alright, well, I'm out of here. So yeah, that guy's obviously a bit more than he, seems to be. But I don't think we actually ever get any... what's the word? I don't think we actually get any confirmation specifically. If you want to know my personal theory, I think he is one of those demon lords that Ming Zhao was freaking out about. Partially for the thing with, all the weird hell references, and also because he's getting, like, a sinner's eyes. Alright, give me a minute. So, I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, no. There's a very funny stealth kill noise that I completely neglected to show you guys, because we haven't been stealth killing many people, but if you do it with the katana through the back, it has like a stupid, like, I don't even know what the instrument's called, but it's like a, one of those, like, Japanese string instruments. Yay, we did it. You know, we might actually be able to fit his other quest in here. How much time do we have? Yeah, we got time. His quests are pretty easy. So yes, we got the eyes for Mr. Ox. And this is exactly what I mean when I say, like, Chinatown has, like, this really dreamlike feel for it, and it actually does remind me a lot of, like, the ambiance of, where I grew up in Singapore in like, the nighttime. Alright, here are the eyes. Ooh, he pays us.
Yes, they stare ambitiously. Hello, Lin. Do you like it there? These are an excellent addition to my shop. Here, please accept this as a fair trade. I have another task, if it piques your curiosity.
Okay, actually that's way worse, because he gave us, like, a magic item in the original. Better pay more than your last job. Let's hear it.
I need you to be a bad luck farmer. Do you know what this is?
A poor translation.
A customer has bought an unlucky talisman from me and wishes it delivered to an enemy of theirs. I need you to place this in the locker of a patron at the Lotus Blossom Massage Parlor so that the bad luck can bloom.
Alright. Hardly seems worthy of my time, but what the hell?
My customer has placed a black circle on his enemy's locker. Plant the talisman. Bad luck, farmer.
As long as you're paying me. Sure, whatever, I'll see what I can do. Alright, so, yeah, he's, again, obviously doing some weird shit. I suppose he could be a wizard, but I don't know. I'm not really that big a, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not really that big a fan of, like, true crossovers in the World of Darkness. Like, whenever I use werewolves, they're not the ones from Apocalypse. Whenever I use... Where am I going? Lotus Blossom Massage Parlor. Weren't we just there? But yeah, I'm not really... Oh, it is this one, sorry. I'm not really that big a... It's kind of because I genuinely just prefer Vampire over the others, but also I think their stuff doesn't really cross over well. Like, Vampire is very much, you know, it's like a Christian universe, right? Where it's like Cain and God and the Curse of Cain, and like, there's other stuff, obviously, but, Werewolf is like, oh, it's like magic spirits and nature or some shit, and Mage is like, nothing matters. And Mage is just like, whatever. Whatever you want, it's fine. That's canon. So yeah, it all just gets a bit messy for me. Alright, let's stick this in here. Enjoy, buddy.
Hey! What the hell you think you're doing? That's my locker, sucker!
I like his tattoo. It's all a dream. Sleep.
I'm crazy, sucker! Ow! Close my eyes, sucker.
Oh, that's actually better. Oh, I usually kill that guy, but, which is obviously what you're meant to do, because you're a bad luck farmer, right? But, we're playing a Setite this time, so we can derail Mr. Ox's little plan, but I'm sure the bad luck will catch up eventually. That's just how Set rolls, guys. Chaos. Can I eat someone?
Get out of my way, man.
Maybe if I, no, okay, fuck it. I forget where the feeding spots are in Chinatown, which is funny because I said it was my favorite hub. There are a couple that are kind of, risky, but, oh, I think there's some businessmen we can eat up here. Alright, so once we hand in this quest, I think that'll be a good, place to stop. Oh, there's so many more fucking people up here. This is... okay, this is pretty annoying. They've increased the amount of people up here, which really makes it hard to, you know, try and feed on people subtly. I imagine that's someone else I can beg money from. Is there anyone in this alley? Sometimes there's a guy getting a blowy in here. Nah. Oh, wait.
I'm crazy. You don't want to know what I would do to you.
What? A robbery? How quaint. Why don't you give me your money?
Johnny's upstairs. Nobody sees Johnny unless I say so.
Got it. Thank you. No, don't actually run. I want to eat you, sir. No. Stop. Stop. Yes, go in that alley. Perfect. If I fucking lose humanity over this, then I'm gonna be real pissed. Are you serious? He's a fucking gangster. Nah, fuck off. I'm not. I'm not taking that back. He deserved that. But yeah, like... Okay, so let's... No, this is not the way we're going. We gotta... Jesus. We gotta return to Mr. Ox, and we'll see what he thinks of our sneaky, snaky shenanigans. But yeah, there's a lot of, like, really weird quests in Chinatown, and that's kind of the reason I like it. And it's like a genuinely different feel for a hub. And I kind of like how the... I know I'm completely contradicting myself for the previous thing, but I kind of like how the Kuei-jin mythology is left kind of vague, so it doesn't really interfere with the Kane thing in this. But I like how they're very mutually exclusive, and it makes you wonder if either one is correct. Alright, anyway, Mr. Ox.
You are always welcome here.
Oh, that's sweet. Alright, about that talisman.
Did the seed take root?
No, actually, I would say he was extremely lucky because I did not kill him.
I suppose this is what we agreed to. Perhaps bad luck will flower in time. Please, take this payment.
Oh, thank you. Anything else you need me to do?
You are a model employee. Perhaps you can work for me again someday. Until then, keep up the excellent job. And if you ever meet someone on the 6 paths with a soul to sell, please recommend my shop.
I will. Will do. Goodbye. So yeah, that's Mr. Ox. He's really cool. I'm not going to do it, but you can actually attack him, and he, like, teleports away. So, yeah, definitely not a human. And interestingly, we can't get in here, which is my theory is because that's that might possibly be like a portal to his hell thing, but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, that is enough for today, and, well, tonight, to keep it vampiric, and thank you all very much for watching.